Hey everybody, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am super excited to be back with you to the part 2 of the video that I showed yesterday. So yesterday I did a tutorial for you guys talking about stitching sequin details onto things like die cuts to add just a little bit of a different look. And so yesterday I created just a card with one of these rainbows off of this rainbow border strip. And it was from the Target Dollar Spot, which is one of my favorite places to find some kind of different and unusual things for scrapbooking. And so I didn't show you on camera again how to do that stitching sequins part. I will, at the end of this video, I will link and leave a little click on box for that video if you need to see how to do the stitch sequin areas. So today I just wanted to show you, because I made a card yesterday, I wanted to show you that I can use the exact same kind of ideas to create a layout. And so I am playing with this new collection from Pebbles, which matches really, really well with these borders from Target. So I'm telling you, you guys are going to need to go check out the Dollar Spot. So I have the rainbow border, and the back of the rainbow border strip, bulletin board strip, is those black and white polka dots. So I have taken two of the border strips and layered them up together, and then I'm putting a little piece of black cardstock, and they're going to go over the top of this diagonal stripe. And that's going to kind of create a break through this portion of my page. And I am centering it towards the very top because I just really like how that looks. So instead of these in the top section being rainbows, it's going to create this really fun big scallopy border. And so that is another kind of cool way that you can use this particular product. But really, you guys, there's 14 strips in there, and it's $1. $1! So I'm going to go ahead and take my photo, and I'm using a black and white photo because I have a ton of rainbow and really bright colors in this particular collection. Pairing it up with a black and white photo is a really good way to create some balance. And that's really going to help my layout kind of not be too busy and too overwhelming. So I have that black and white 4x4 photo. I have some white cardstock behind it, and then I've done a black and white diagonal stripe. And then I'm going to put this really bright, fun polka dot, but I'm just going to have a little tiny layer of it show. So you're not really going to be able to tell that it's polka dot, but you are going to see that it has the colors from this particular collection. And I don't have a ton of the stuff from this collection because it's not, I love the really bright colors, but a lot of the icons and things are not something that I would typically use. So I have just a few things to kind of play around with from this particular collection. I do really like this branding strip that has that rainbow stripe, but it's on a black background. And so I want to figure out a way to kind of incorporate that into the layout. But rather than that being my bottom border, I decided to make it a little tiny strip of this brighter, diagonal rainbow stripe that I have up at the top. So that's going to go at the bottom, and then I'm going to use this branding strip, and I'm going to cut it into a few different pieces. And so one piece is going to go down here on the bottom, and my rainbow detail is going to sit on top of it. So I cut out just one of those little rainbows from that border strip because I had one left on each end to make my 12x12 layout. And so I'm using that one as a rainbow, whereas the other ones are the scallops across the top. So then I'm just adding that last little piece of that darker rainbow stripe underneath my photo. I had thought about doing a third piece so that it kind of looked like shelves going up the layout, but it wasn't coming together the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the ephemera pack that goes with this collection and see if there's anything that I can use. Like I said, there's a lot of really, really bright colors. So anytime I can kind of balance that out with some black and white details, it is much more my style than having just the bright colors all by themselves. So I pull out this little die cut that says Chill Out, and it has the black with the rainbow, and I'm going to add that underneath my photo, and I'm going to end up using that as my title. And then I have a banner in that top corner, and then a little square phrase that says Good Things Ahead down in the bottom. So those are basically going to be my 3 embellishment clusters, and it keeps my visual triangle going. I love adding that little banner at the top because I feel like it kind of points towards that sequin detail that I've added. And I want people to see and pay attention to the extra texture that we added to that border because it's a really cool kind of element. And I definitely didn't go through and add sequins to every single stripe because I want it to be a subtle detail. So you can see I just kind of staggered them throughout my little scallops. Some of them have just 1 row, some of them have 2, and I've added either 3 or 5 sequins in each little group because I don't want it to be super overwhelming to the entire thing. But when I got down to the rainbow on the bottom, I did make sure to add sequins to each one of the 3 little areas because it's off more by itself. It's not like a whole group of them like there is across the top. I wanted to make sure I had enough sequin detail down there. And I did the same thing that I did in my video yesterday where I used the coordinating color of thread. You could definitely use either white or black thread and that would give it a totally different look. But I kind of like that idea of having a coordinating thread color to my sequins, which are already coordinating with the bands of that, like the particular rainbow. So I have this little rainbow heart that was on the cut apart sheet and I backed it with some black cardstock to help it stand out a little bit. And then I was trying to decide if any of these white phrases would work. There's a couple rainbow related ones in there that I thought about using, but because I have a white background and they are white, it really limited where I could put them. So I decided against it for this particular layout. I am going to take these really amazing little puffy stickers, and these are brand new little heart puffy stickers from Pebbles, and you guys, they are amazing. Like, I think I need probably 8 packages of these because you know how I feel about puffy stickers and hearts and bright rainbow colors. There's just nothing better. So I have 3 of those in each of my clusters, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these black and white acrylic hearts. And I'm going to add just a couple of the black ones. So I think that that one inside the rainbow looks totally adorable. And if I was going to make a bunch of cards like the one I made yesterday, I would definitely put acrylic hearts in them like that because I think it looks really cute. And then I added one of each of those to my other clusters. Once I have all of that done is when I feel like I still need another pop of black and white. So there's still a lot of color going on. I need some additional kind of black elements. So I'm going to go ahead and take my black pen and add some pen detailing around that like center white cardstock element. And that helps a little bit. And then I'm going to grab my absolute favorite right now sequin mix from Spiegel Mom Scraps, which is called Penguin Suit. And that's going to let me add some black sequins to each of my clusters. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add some black splatters just because on a really bright layout, I love that look of black splatters. And that's going to do it. So hopefully between yesterday and today, I have inspired you to run out to Target and check the dollar spot for some cool scrappy goodies and get started. Let's see that stitching of sequins, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.